Apparently, yes, guns, Fable. Hello, everyone!
Guns aren't interesting.
Well, it depends. Like what was the name of the gun that literally shoots tiny rockets? I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, anyway, besides that, we're going to learn about something from Fat Electrician again. Apparently, America's 300 million sci-fi arsenal. God damn. With that much money, we could have made a super school. But anyway, besides that point, let's see what's going on here. Ready, Fable?
Not really. I'm leaving.
Oh my god. Well, I hope you guys like having Fable back in the videos. For some reason, he don't like being in them. Even though I keep trying to get him to watch Hunter the Parroting with me sniff.
I'm just not interested. I keep telling you. I don't know how more clear I could tell you this.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Underground bunker full... Did you know America had an underground bunker full of cheese? I refuse to believe that. Anyway. Let's get into this. And if you want to see us react live, you know what to do, right, Fable? Go over to my Twitch and follow so you'll get an alert every time I'm streaming. So you'll know when we're reacting or I'm playing games. Right, Fable?
Yes?
And also you can check out Fable's stuff. He's usually here and usually you can find his link. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, when Matt doesn't force me to be here, I mean...
Oh, come on, Fable. You've met some of your biggest fans thanks to some of these reaction videos.
Lies.
You met Falco.
Comments more of your fan.
I mean, I'm glad to have fans. Even one.
That's right, I said it.
Well, I mean... I don't really dispute this, but I don't think I have that many fans, Fable.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Matt won't let me stream.
Anyway, let's head in. No. Anyway, we need to head into this video because of almost 3 minutes, so let's go.
Pretty much every crazy gun from every
Fable,
sci-fi movie
who
in the
doesn't let you
1990s is
stream?
actually real, and they all came from this program.
Really? All these crazy
Today we're
guns
talking
came
about the
from this
Advanced
program.
Combat Rifle program. Ladies and gentlemen, it all started out so innocent in 1986
Innocent?
when the U.S. government came out and said, hey, our current service rifle is the M16. We're looking for something a little bit more accurate. And when we say a little, we mean like twice as accurate. We want 100% improvement in accuracy across the board. That's the only stat we care about. We don't care about anything else.
Oh, no.
Just build the gun. But first, a word from our sponsor, because this video is brought to you by my favorite sporting goods store, Shields. They've got a bunch of really good retail locations all across the United
have
States,
those
and
in
an even better
Texas.
online store where you can get pretty
We
much
don't.
anything that has anything to do with going outside or being physically active.
We have
or
like
beef jerky.
Academy
They have a
and
bunch of beef
whatnot.
jerky too. Anyways, if you use the
Wow.
link on my website or in the description down below, you're gonna get free shipping on your order. Let's get back to this video. Just build the gun. At this exact moment, every single firearms contractor on the planet zooms in and they're like, excuse me, I get full creative reign to do whatever I want as long as it's accurate. And the US government's like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's see what you guys can come up with. At which point, they freak out.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
Okay, but then they reel it back in and they're like, hold on, calm down, it's okay. What's the budget on this program? To which the United States military is kind of like, yeah, well, you know, whatever, we'll pay for it.
Whatever.
Just have fun.
Stay calm! Everybody calm down!
And at that exact moment, sanity, sobriety, common sense, they all leave the chat because all of these weapon manufacturers have just went from, we're going to build a new gun, to we're going to build something to hunt aliens with. And not only that, they're going to try to make $1 bajillion while they do it.
They're going to try to hit
Every
aliens
weapons
from the
contractor
moon.
gets the exact same idea. Not only are they going to build a gun, but they're going to recreate what a bullet is and then build a gun to fire this new type of bullet. That way, they get to patent the gun,
I just remembered
and they
the
get to
gun, the
patent
gyro
ammunition
jet.
for it. So then the U.S. government is on the hook to buy all their ammunition from this one sole provider. Just straight up, Jimmy, grab the wheel, throw it away. We're going to reinvent the whole thing. So all
Pretty
four
much.
companies take the wheel, throw it away. They're going to reinvent the whole thing from the ground up. So a ton of different companies submitted their ideas, but America decided they were going to go with 4 of them for testing, and those 4 were AAI, Steyr, Heckler & Koch, and Colt.
I know some of
Right,
these
starting
guns.
off with AAI and Steyr, they both had pretty much the same idea. They weren't going to shoot bullets at the enemy anymore. They were going to
Okay.
shoot flechettes at the enemy, which if
Oh,
you don't
flechet
know,
rounds.
is just a big metal dart. They literally
Oh.
created the Needler from the Halo video game.
Well then, I didn't know that this was what flechet rounds did. Huh. What does this exactly
It's
do?
my favorite Covenant weapon.
And their logic behind doing that was that
Ears?
these flechettes were going to be more accurate because
Flechet
they were
rounds.
hauling ass out of the barrels of these guns, okay?
Oh.
To put it into perspective, the muzzle velocity of a 5.56 round is like 3,000 feet per second-ish. An AK-47 7.62 by 39 ammunition is going like 2,200 feet per second. These flechettes were loading the barrel at 4,900 feet per second.
So they're even
this
faster.
thing's basically shooting fucking laser beams at it. And this essentially meant that the shooter wasn't going to have to compensate for bullet drop, in theory, increasing its accuracy. So that was a general idea of
theory.
what they both kind of built their gun around, and pretty much where the similarities end, because the Steyr decided they were going to put their flechette inside of a polymer-cased ammunition. The polymer-cased
Okay.
rounds weighed like half as much as a brass-cased round, so that's good because you can carry more ammunition, more accuracy by volume. That's what America's all about. They're going to love it, in
Okay.
theory. The issue
In
they ran into,
theory.
though, is that when you fire a bullet, it's basically a small controlled explosion. And
Exactly.
when you do that inside of a piece of brass, that brass absorbs a lot of heat, and then
And
immediately gets
the
ejected out
plastic
of a gun. But
doesn't.
when you do it with a polymer casing,
Yeah.
the polymer does not absorb nearly as much heat before it gets ejected, meaning that all that heat goes right back into the gun, you know, like
Yeah,
the barrel. This meant that
overheating
the
it.
barrels, A, wore out way quicker, and B, if you fired too much and the barrel got too hot, and then you shoved your polymer-cased ammunition
It would just
into the
immediately
chamber,
ignite.
it would just cook off and the round would explode in your
Yep.
face. So, the
Terrible
Steyr
idea.
gun is out. AAI, on the other hand, decided that they were going to put their flechette inside of a
bad gun
5.56
design.
brass
Pretty much.
casing, and it worked way better. The barrels lasted longer, the rounds weren't going to cook off. It seemingly
Okay.
fixed the issue that Steyr had. But, like I said, they stuck the flechette inside of a 5.56 round, which, if you don't know, is the same size as the M16 round, meaning
Yeah.
that in theory you could stick these flechettes inside of an M16, and you could stick regular 5.56 ammunition inside of this new AAI rifle.
All
but
right.
the AAI rifle wasn't equipped to handle it, and as soon as you tried to
Oh.
fire a regular 5.56 round, it would more than likely blow up in your face.
Oh, not good.
So AAI is out. They broke the cardinal rule of engineering, okay? If it's not supposed to go there, make sure it doesn't fit there. Because if it fits there, a bunch of military
Yeah.
dudes are absolutely...
Oh, they're definitely gonna try. The one thing I've learned from, well, everything, is if you make something that's supposed to be idiot-proof, it doesn't matter, in any sort of way, they will make a better idiot. Now, this doesn't mean the same context, but someone will try to stick a bullet in there when they're just screwing around, and it will definitely go off.
Gonna put it there at least once, twice if they like it, just to see what happens. Okay, and I
Of course they
realize
are.
that the vast majority of my audience is probably male, but for the small female minority, if you don't believe me on this, let's conduct an experiment. Pull your phone out, hit record, post it to the internet later because I want to see. But walk into
Okay.
a room where any man in your life is just sitting down watching TV. It could be your dad, your husband, your boyfriend, your dude that's a friend, any grown-ass man, and just
Okay.
ask him out of left field, like, hey, do circular saw blades fit on your weed whacker? He is immediately going to look at you and go, nope, and go back to watching TV because he knows with absolute certainty they don't, because he fucking tried. I promise you. 6 months ago, there was a baby tree that the weed whacker couldn't take out, and the tree was talking shit. He had to address the situation, and that was a solution.
This sounds like something Fable would say. Fable?
Yes.
What?
Huh?
Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
It sounds like you would say that the little tree was talking shit.
I mean, the little tree was, in fact, talking shit.
So you try to fit a buzz blade on a weed whacker?
Yes! Look, I had a score to settle with that tree, alright? It knows what's up.
There you have it, folks. We've already proven it. Just
Hmm.
right off the bat. Fable
How
tried...
very amusing. Oh, very amusing.
Yeah. Guys always try to reinvent things using what bits they have. Usually just for silly... Like, I did it as a kid.
No, you
Dude.
didn't.
Yes, I did. I tried to make a motorcycle using nothing but a bunch of baling wire, some tires I found. It didn't work out. Oh, and a base for a four-wheeler.
That never doesn't work.
Well, of course it doesn't work, but I was like 5.
Yeah, no, really.
Hello, Link Bros.
that he tried first. Every dude does it. Moral of the story, if it fits
Okay.
there, it goes there. If you don't want it to go there, don't let it fit. Okay, moving
Uh-huh.
on. Next up, we have the magnetic accelerator gun from the Demolition Man movie.
Yeah, this gun. It was an actual real gun.
So what? It needs batteries? What size? I mean, where the fuck do you find batteries in the future?
That is actually the G11 and is
Yeah, the
manufactured by
G11. I
Heckler
forgot
Does
the
Coke.
name
I
of
mean
it.
Heckler and Coke, which if you don't know
Heckler
is a
and
German
Koch.
company, and the G11 actually fires a caseless ammunition. That red
a
block
cool
is actually
design.
the
It always
propellant
made me
or the black
interested in
powder
it.
itself, so that entire thing gets
So
burned
different.
up, and there's nothing that actually ejects out of the gun. Yet somehow the Germans figured out how to solve the heating issue that the polymer-cased ammunition had by not
Okay.
having a casing at all, and this is why this gun has earned the internet nickname of Kraut Space Magic. And while that caseless ammunition is super cool, it's not actually going to make it more accurate than the M16.
alright,
So their
Daisy.
strategy for that was to make
Oh.
this gun shoot at 2,100 rounds per minute in 3-round bursts. That meant that the gun was so fast in 3-round burst mode that when you pulled the trigger, it would fire all 3 rounds before the person
Which is
shooting the gun
insane.
actually felt the recoil from the first bullet. And that worked out great, but after that 3rd round left the
Mm-hmm.
barrel, it kicked you like a horse.
Still
Which is a
really
interesting
cool.
concept, and it did appear to work, so why on earth didn't America pick the G11? Well, first of all, the caseless ammunition was going to be really expensive, and secondly, this thing was designed by Germans left unsupervised with no budget. So obviously this gun is way over-engineered. Yeah, they tried to hide it by the fact that they made the outside of the gun look like it's made out of 4 pixels, but on the inside, when you go to take it apart, a fucking grandfather clock slides out of it. I mean, is the gun reliable? According to the testing, yeah, it was super reliable, but everything mechanical will fail eventually, and when that thing fails, you're going to have to take it to a watchmaker that's got a degree in modern art to even begin to attempt to fix the problem. So for
Yeah,
those reasons,
it's
the G11 is also
over-engineered,
out, which is
so.
unfortunate because it really would have tied together the Minecraft look that the American military had going on there with Digicam. And now we get to my personal favorite because
Yeah.
the sheer amount of balls it took to try to pull this off is unfathomable.
Okay.
Colt's entry.
The Colt
Oh.
weapon has evolved from the M16A2 design.
Yeah, that is straight up an M16. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. You gotta realize Colt has
Yeah.
been selling guns to the U.S. military for a very long time. They sold
They know what
Colt
they like.
1911. They sold them most of the M16s they had at this point in time. They know how to sell to the U.S. government. They
Yep.
know their audience. So they walked into the lab and they're like, here's the plan. We're not gonna do a fucking thing. We're gonna make a big, ugly foregrip, slap it on there. We're gonna say it helps with target acquisition. Then we're gonna slap a scope on top that actually makes it more accurate. And then we're gonna design a new type of bullet where 2 bullets go in 1 casing, and it's going to be called a duplex round. Yeah, Colt
Okay.
is walking in to pitch this new gun to Uncle Sam like,
Let me show you something. Does that look right to you?
this entire plan is so stupid, it's genius. They're going to walk into this meeting trying to pitch this gun to Uncle Sam, and they're like, here's the deal. All your guys already know how to shoot this gun. It's the same shit we've already sold you before, except
Yeah.
now, every time you hit the enemy, it's worth double XP. Guess what? Every magazine your guys are carrying's got 60 bullets in it, not 30. You ever heard of semi-automatic? This is dose automatic. 3-round burst just
This
became
sounds
6-round burst.
crazy.
It's still got full auto, but now it's on 2x speed. So at this point, it's looking like Colt's going to win the bid, and America's going to be shooting BOGOs at every bad guy for the next 50 years. And then, the one dude that all these weapons manufacturers didn't give the big Christmas bonus to is like, hey, if the only thing making that gun more accurate is the scope, and all these other guns also
Have the scopes.
why don't we try putting one of those scopes on the regular M16 and just see what happens?
Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are? Every time I try to do something fun, you make it not that way.
So that's exactly what they do. The scopes on the G11
Dear
and the Steyr are
God.
fixed in place and can't be removed, but the scope that's on the Colt and the AAI both can be, so they pop those off, throw
Yep.
them on a regular M16, and holy shit, it's more
Oh
accurate
my
than all
God.
of the other guns. So that's exactly what America goes with. The scope that's on the Colt ends up being the M134 scope that goes on pretty much every 240 and SAW to this day, and the scope that was on the AAI ends up being the ACOG. So this is
So they literally just took the scopes off. I do not have a cute laugh. People in the comments say so. I command you to. When I put out this video. But yeah, that's funny. So much work went into the bullet, but all it did was change the scopes. That's all they did.
This is great news because now America just has to buy a bunch of scopes and they don't have to buy a bunch of new guns as well. And now they're only out the money that it took for all the research of developing 4 new guns completely from the ground up, which is like, you know, $300 million to figure out that if you put a scope on a gun, it gets more accurate. You know, I started this video with every intention of doing the XM29 project next, and then the Army.
Oh, that was a crazy
new
one.
rifle, the XM7 after that, but I honestly don't know if I have it in me after this one. I need a beer. So
you
I guess,
definitely
in
need to lay down
conclusion,
after this.
This is a story of how America ended up getting ACOGs and M134 machine gun optics because the U.S. military decided they were going to spend $300 million to come to the conclusion that sticking a scope on top of a rifle does, in fact, make it more accurate. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack, bang, out.
Okay, apparently he has a thing at the end.
You know, I think the part that upsets me the most about all of this is we spent $300 million on this dumb shit. And it's been like 40 years, and I still can't find an ACOG for less than like $1,000.
Damn. So, Fable, what did you think about that?
Not sure, to be honest. I'm not really an expert when it comes to guns, or I have like the biggest interest in it, so I was interested, I guess.
It was, but my main thought was, quite literally, we spent all that money just for one little change. Which is very American. We overspend on our military technology quite a lot.
All I know is that there's actually some people in the military, or probably generals, that believe that as soon as aliens pop up, we'll be ready for them. And I'm like, no, stop.
I mean, the M1 Abrams is an amazing feat of tank technology, but dear God, the Abram X is terrifying to look at, because it does all the things that other tanks say they do. Like, you can't stop the wave and say, oh my God. No, I'm not cute. Anyway, if you like these videos, like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to hang out with us, well, join the Discord or come over and follow me over on Twitch. Or come over, yeah. There's the Discord if you want to join them. Spend like a stupid amount of money on camo patterns. Yeah, we spent a stupid amount of money on camo patterns because originally we found out the perfect camo pattern for hiding, like through tests and whatnot. And then the military just said, no, we're going to go with this one blocky camo pattern. It's stupid. But anyway, thank you all so much. And I'll see you guys later. Have fun.